Alright guys, this is going to be take 2 of this video. I got halfway through and my SD card got filled up. So we're back at it again. So if you read in the description, you probably know that I'm going to be reviewing the HK Army Tfx loader today. I picked this loader up at Iwo Jima. I traded my rotor plus some cash for it. And I got to play with it all day. I put it seriously through the test. It took it all in stride at Iwo Jima. So I wanted to come with you and show you what I think about it and a kind of a review about it and my personal thoughts on it. First off, I'm going to zip this back up so I can show you the whole thing. First off, what you get in the box, well, you will actually get a carrying case. HK Army branded. And then they got a nice gold HK Army logo on top. Plus, on your zipper, you also have the HK Army logo. This box is nice and sturdy. If you can hear that, I mean it'll protect it. I really like the gold accents on it. It kind of shows that, well, you spent almost $200 on this loader. I think is the going price. Of course, I didn't pay full price for it, but I also got it secondhand. But it kind of gives you got your money's worth with it. So, and as we go in, you really can't see it on video, but that zipper is also a gold color. I don't know if you can see it shimmering. I doubt it. But your zipper metal is also a gold color, so that's also nice. With me, I go through a lot of backpacks. I know how cheap zippers can be made. This zipper is really well made, so I have no complaints on it because it feels like it will hold up for years to come. You can buy this case for, like, if you want one for a rotor. I think a rotor will fit. I'm sure a spire will fit. I don't have a spire, so I wouldn't know. But I know a rotor, as in like the original rotor, with just the regular top, will fit in this. Going around in the box, you do have a stretchy little compartment. I really don't know exactly what you would put in here, other than like maybe if you had a speed feed or something of that nature. It did come with a manual, but of course I got it secondhand, so I didn't get a manual with it, which isn't a big deal. But one thing to remember, if you put something in here, so say this flashlight, it is shallow enough in this box that if it gets turned over, as you can see, it's right there now. So that is something to remember. But I plan on putting like my GoPro in it and some wires, maybe my SD card, just because even if it falls into here, it's still well protected. A very nice plush, almost microfiber lining all the way around in it. But enough about the box. Let's get to the speed. I said let's get to the speed. That's not what I meant. I said let's get to the TFX loader. Alright, cool. Anyway, awesome loader, dude. I got mine in black and this natural gray color, so it's all kind of neutral, but I know you can get like urban camo, etc. So I don't know all the colors, but they have a good many colors, something that will fit your taste. First thing I noticed about this is how light it is. I mean, it's got enough weight to it that you can tell it's quality built, but it's also really light. It's a lot lighter than my rotor, I feel like. Very hard plastic. Feels kind of like the same plastic that the rotor was made out of, but I don't know what about it, but it feels tougher. Like, it feels like it would take a hit better than a rotor. Now that can just be the way everything's more compact on it, or how the rotor's more rounded. This one just feels like it's built a little bit better. You got your 2 buttons on the back. That's your turn on button. You got a green LED to show it's on. And then if you have a ball in there, which I will stop it, when you press this button, that's your anti-jam. So it'll start the feedback to clear that jam out. But that's about it for that. What you get with it when it comes out of the box new is you will get just your regular rain lid. I have a complaint about this rain lid, and I think you probably heard it before, is it's hard to get open. It's just, like hard to do in one hand. But that's also a pro in probably some people's opinion, because if you're playing woods ball or a scenario or something like that, well, listen to this click. Like, you know that's closed. Like, you know that can take a tumble and you're not losing paint. I personally don't like how hard it is to open, but that's just me. But to get away from that, what you can buy is the HK Army Speed Feed. So I want to show you how easy it is to change these out. I have my Speed Feed here, which I will go over also. There's a tab inside of here, like right where this thing comes in. You just grab it, and you can, I'll do it with this hand, and you can literally just slide it right out. So you just slid that whole lid off in less than 5 seconds, and then you just to put your Speed Feed on is, you see this little channel. I know some of you probably already know this, but you see the channel, you'll just stick that little piece right there up in the channel and slide it in until it locks. So literally, and then you close it down and your Speed Feed is on. That is literally how simple it is. So if you're at the field and it starts raining, I know my rotor, it was hard to get the Speed Feed on and off. Now, I bought my rotor secondhand also, so that could be just mine. But what's different about the Speed Feed is, for one thing, you do get a rain lid type thing to cover the Speed Feed. So if you go out there and you don't have the actual lid, this comes with a little hard plastic snap cover that will just snap right off of your Speed Feed on and off. So you don't have to quit playing or, you know, move to one that does have it. You just snap that on. But it does not, I think it would be easy to lose in the field, because literally it just, that's it. That's how little it is. And it also a neutral color. Yeah, that will be staying in the box for me. The Speed Feed, well, it Speed Feeds, but it's a really nice one. I never had a problem with it at Iwo Jima. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than what I had on my rotor. So that's one thing. I love how it's HK Army branded. That's probably one of my the best looking and my favorite branding of all anything. But to open this up, if you need to open it, there's a little tab right here. Unlike the other one where you just push up, you pull back on it and your Speed Feed will pop out. So that's one thing. So this does have, just like the Speed Feed, it is toolless entry. So all you'll do is kind of like a rotor. You pull that up. See how I pulled that tab up? And this tab right here, you will pull up on it. It takes a little pressure, but it also means it's not going to come out on you. So diving down into the inside, here's what we got. So your actual feeding mechanism, and then I think it's called the 0G ramp. So when you put paintballs in this ramp will slowly go down, and then it'll pop back up as you go through it, and it'll feed more. So you get a little bit more capacity without having to have a bigger loader. Real easy to take this apart. You just pull that right there, and you can take your whole thing out. So let's take this out from the bottom shell, and there's your bottom shell. So your bottom shell and your top shell, you can literally wash this. Like, you could wash that, because it's no electronics, nothing. So I think that's a really good, cool thing. If it gets really dirty, you can get in there and clean it, and all your electronics are still in just your deck. So as you can see, you can get a better look at that. It just compresses. Your bottom has a really cool little lever thing that pulls up and down to reduce and increase tension on it. So if you're shooting real brittle paint and you're breaking paint